Time now to turn back to meteorologist Cedric Haynes here at the Storm Alert Weather Center on this Monday afternoon. And boy, look at that out there.
Yeah.
A nice start, blue skies, mild weather, and pleasant temperatures. Not too bad for this time of year. It is February, winter.
That's right, Latrice. You know, maybe my colleague, the groundhog, was onto something, you know, when he mentioned what he said. I didn't want to give him all the credit, but you know, when we had our Zoom call before Groundhog Day, we talked about this, and I think he's used some of my data to kind of come up with that. But hey, I'll tell you what, we'll take it however we got here, right, folks? I mean, look at these morning low temperatures earlier today, only in the 30s and mid 40s. Remember, we were looking at high temperatures only in the teens and 20s just 2 weeks ago around here, and we had all that snow and ice. So anytime you can get a nice recovery in these temperatures like what we're seeing, it's always fantastic news. Now let me show you the temperature change map here over the past 24 hours because again, these temperatures continue to warm up. Yesterday at this time, these numbers were about 5 to 10 degrees cooler than where they are right now. So you get the idea. Yesterday was okay depending on where you are. Today will be better with some warmer temperatures expected across the region. 59 degrees currently in Chattanooga. It's 57. Good afternoon on this Monday in Cleveland. 57 degrees currently in Athens. 61 in Murphy. We've got 55 degrees in Calhoun. So it's a little cooler once you start heading south on I-75, and this really shows up as we look at the regional temperature map because you can see it's 55 degrees in Nashville, but if you're heading down to Atlanta, it's only in the 40s right now, 46 degrees there. Even in Montgomery, Alabama, it's only 49 degrees there. So why is it a little cooler down there? Well, it's all about the cloud cover. Of course, we had some scattered clouds out there earlier today, but a lot of those clouds have decreased and moved out of the area now. So we're seeing more sunshine, especially once you get north of Gordon County now. And that sunshine will stick with us throughout the rest of this afternoon. So we've got a very nice afternoon expected to move your way with those high temperatures climbing into the lower 60s in many spots. In fact, I think a few folks, including places like here in Chattanooga, may actually top out in the mid 60s. So let's take a look at the numbers in your neighborhood. We'll go with about 64 in Chattanooga and Dalton, about 63 degrees in Cleveland today, 62 in Athens and Dayton, about 60 degrees, even up along the plateau there in Altamont, about 63 degrees in Murphy and Blue Ridge, and about 62 degrees in Scottsboro, 61 in Fort Payne. Again, just an absolutely wonderful day to be outside this afternoon. Please go outside, take advantage of it. It's our midwinter thaw, I guess we could call it, and it's going to be around for today. The only caveat I'd say is a little on the breezy side. So we got those winds coming in out of the north at about 10 to 20 miles per hour at times. But again, it's not even adding a wind chill to things out there as it feels quite nice to be outside today. Now tonight, with clear skies and fairly light winds, it will cool off again as we go throughout the overnight hours. So expect those temperatures to drop back into the low to mid 30s across the area. So a cold night. Watch out for a little patchy frost, but overall shouldn't be too bad. These temperatures into the 60s expected here over the next several days, at least through midweek. We may briefly cool it down a little bit by the end of the week, and that will start to spell changes as our next weather maker begins to move our way. So you see the clouds moving down to the south now with our storm system here, but notice the big storm's just off the south coast of Florida. High pressure builds in for us, and that means beautiful weather for most of this week. So enjoy the sunshine. If you like that, you're gonna love this week. Here's our next weather maker though. It's a low pressure off the west coast, but it's going to take a little time before it arrives. So we'll be tracking this first system moving away, going through midweek, looking at lots of sunshine. A few high clouds start to build in by Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Our next chance of rain in the form of a few scattered showers arrives on Friday. Better chance of more widespread heavy rainfall arrives, sadly, just in time for the upcoming weekend. And that may be part one of maybe two parts of rain that moves in by the time we get towards the beginning of next week. So let's look at your Storm Alert 7-day forecast. And a little breezy today, Latrice, but overall, nice. That's the word for the weather as we go throughout this week. In fact, most of the week, highs in the 60s, lows in the 30s. And then this weekend, maybe not the best, but let's not lose all hope. Let's talk about the rest of the week first.